ya el aumento de latinos en el área del sur de la Florida ha ido en aumento, y tratar de impactar a ese grupo de latinos que aún no se han registrado para el voto, ya que es bien importante, porque de eso es que estamos hablando, del poder del latino ejecutando lo que es el voto a la alcaldía y otros puestos del gobierno.
Todos sabemos que la comunidad hispana está creciendo en este condado de Palm Beach County. Específicamente en la ciudad de Greenacres, la minoría hoy es la mayoría. Pero ¿saben qué? Tenemos que empoderarnos económicamente y políticamente. Y ese empoderamiento viene a través del voto. Tenemos que votar. Y cuando voten, voten por los calificados, los candidatos más calificados y que mejor puedan representar nuestra comunidad hispana. It's about time our Hispanic community understood the significant economic impact that we have in this county. But you know what? In order to get economic empowerment, we need to go out and vote. So I'm encouraging every Hispanic in Palm Beach County and the city of Greenacres to go out and vote March 8th and vote for those candidates that you feel are going to best represent your community. Thank you.
President of the Hispanic vote.
Thank you, Les. First, I want to just mention a little bit about the Hispanic vote. For more than a decade, we've been working with the Hispanic community to empower our community to be more involved and to have more representation in all the aspects of government. I think that word empowerment, you're going to hear it today a lot because it's really what it's about. Mayor Flores, he's one of just a very small number of elected officials that represent the Hispanic community in Palm Beach County. We have no representation in the courthouse. We have, well, I shouldn't say no, we have one or two elected officials, judges in the courthouse. We have no representation at the county commission. We have very little representation in our municipalities. And when you have 25 to 30% of the population and you have this small representation, it speaks about the fact that Hispanics are not voting in these very crucial elections, which are these municipal elections. Over the years, we've had less than 12% of registered Hispanics voting in municipal elections. There is no way that we can achieve empowerment, either politically or economically, if we are going to not vote. We have to get out, we have to vote. We have a saying, para prosperar hay que votar. It's very, very important that we get out there, that we exercise our right to vote. As Mayor Flores says, we have earned that right through the sacrifices of many of our soldiers and sailors and airmen that have represented our country throughout the world, not just for our rights, but the rights of those individuals around the world. So the Hispanic vote is here to help the Hispanic community to bring out the vote in these elections, not just the November elections, but it's important to note that we have elections in March, that we have elections in August, and those elections are more important to what goes on in our daily lives in many ways than national elections and presidential elections even. So we're here. We want to make sure that our population is represented, and we're ready to do the work and get the vote out. So thank you very much, Les.
Yes. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to bring Maria Antonio, President of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches. Maria?
Thank you, Les. Good morning. I thought I was going to bring it home, so I'm going to semi-bring it home for everyone. And I echo everything that Jorge has said and Mayor Flores has said. So I'm going to add a little bit of a different area information to this because I think it's important to share. As we've heard, Hispanics currently make up 24% of Palm Beach County's population, obviously growing, I would say every minute now, not every day. It is anticipated that in 2030, Hispanics will soar by 44% in Palm Beach County. Think about that, 44%. Hispanics are now the largest demographic group in Palm Beach County School District. There are approximately 10,000 plus owned Hispanic businesses in Palm Beach County. 10,000 plus, and I'm sure that by now it's probably more. But we have one factor that is not reflecting the population numbers. That is the political power. Let me read you a section of an article I recently read from the Sun Sentinel. Based on interviews and a review of government rosters and voter registration records, there are currently 15 elected Hispanics in municipal county, school board, state or congressional offices in the two counties, Broward and Palm Beach County. That works out to 3.5% of the 433 currently filled positions. The number of Hispanic elected officials is unchanged from 8 years ago, although many of the 15 are different people in different places. Just a few facts. Latinos start businesses at a rate of 44% versus 4% for non-Latino businesses. Latinos start half of all new businesses in the country. Latino-owned businesses are growing revenue 6% faster than white-owned businesses. Latino-owned businesses are creating jobs 44% faster than the white-owned businesses. There are 4.7 million Hispanic-owned businesses in the country, and together, Hispanics contribute over $8 billion to the U.S. economy each year. Half of all new Hispanic entrepreneurs are women. Overall, Hispanics power the economy with $2 trillion gross domestic products, GDP, and comprise 18% of the American workforce. I share this because I think it's important for everyone to know the impact and contributions Hispanics have and are making in this country on a daily basis. These impact contributions apply and filter down to Palm Beach County. We are a huge part of the growth of Palm Beach County. I have spoken to various Hispanic businesses and the feedback is pretty much consistent. It is now. It's our time. Lance?
Thank you, Maria. Now I bring up Mr. Julio Fuentes, President of the Florida State Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, sir. Well, first I want to thank Mayor Flores for your leadership here in Greenacres and your leadership to the Hispanic community here in Palm Beach County and everything that you do. And the message has been clear with all of our speakers today that getting out to vote is obviously something important. Voting is the most effective way to make your voice heard on the issues that matter most to you. So I simply say, you don't like the direction that your city is headed in, you go out to vote. You don't feel like politicians are listening to you, they will if you go out to vote. Want representatives that look like, are from your communities, and they share your values? It starts with voting. So Hispanics are a huge and growing voting bloc, not only here in Florida, but throughout the country. And if we all come out to the polls to flex our power, there's nothing to stop us from having a reflective and inclusive and accountable government. And it all starts with going out to vote. So I urge everyone on March 8th to go out. Despite of who your candidate is, just make sure you go out, vote, and drag your neighbors, your family members, because numbers do count. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio. And in closing, I will just say, and I want to say it loud and clear, para prosperar hay que votar. Y cuando votes, vota por esos candidatos que están bien calificados y que mejor vayan a representar a tu comunidad. Gracias.